So starting this weekly vlog on a Sunday because Si's come back from his epic night in London with all the gang, and we're going for a cleansing walk on this beautiful Sunday. Come to one of our favourite local spots that you will have seen in vlogs like last winter. We're only going to do a little quick one today because obviously I'm a bit under the weather and it's late in the day, so we want to get some lunch, don't we? Did you have fun with Ben and everyone last night?
Yeah, it was nice. Caught up with the gang. Ben was loving it, obviously, because he's been away for the past 2 years, and so he got to catch up with everyone yesterday. So we had 1 or 2 drinks.
1 or 2.
Obviously. Yeah, it was a good fun night out. And now going on this much needed walk.
Restorative walk with your girl.
Oh, restorative, I like that word.
Yeah, I know. Look at this light, people. I live for this light. I don't think it shows it in this video, but this tree is the most glorious fire orange colour, and against the blue of the sky, it looks so epic. So, where you go? Had enough. So we've come back from our walk and we've decided against doing the whole cosy pub lunch thing because Si quite rightly pointed out that we should save money where possible, and he's quite willing to cook and he's a bloody great chef, so I thought, oh, all right then. So we've got a Mexican feast currently being cooked up, I guess we'll say. We've got lots of veggie, I can't talk anymore, veggie and vegan ingredients from Waitrose. So we're going to have some lovely nachos and some fajitas stroke enchiladas, so it should be a Mexican extravaganza. Oh. Look at these nachos. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, look at these. Have you seen more yummy? We have to admit we've already tucked into the nachos, but these, I almost don't want to eat them because they look so pretty, but of course we're going to annihilate them. Oh, it's in the details, isn't it, Mitchell? Mm-hmm. Cool. Get in my belly.
Oh God, yeah, this does smell very nice.
Yeah. Hi guys, it's Monday morning. It's a very dreary day out today. So it's probably a good job me and Si aren't going to do our Monday morning walk today. Instead, I'm the early riser in the house today. So I'm going up to London for a meeting, which is at about 10:30 Tottenham Court Road area. I'm going to the Instagram and Facebook HQ just to have a meeting with them. It's me and a few other influencers. God, I hate saying that word, influencers, how ghastly. Anyway, people that do internet work. And I think it's just a time for us to be able to ask them questions and stuff, anything that we don't understand, anything that's coming new to the platforms. I'm going to basically ask them what's going on with that algorithm, because I think we're all like a bit in the dark about, oh sorry, this is just a stretch. Oh God, that was good. All in the dark about, you know, how to make ourselves grow at the moment, because it seems absolutely impossible, particularly on Instagram. Like, as soon as you gain 1, you lose 10. So I'm going to be banging on about that, I think, and try and get some answers for you. And then after that, I'm going to meet up with Anastasia, who's the lovely artist. I interviewed her and she's been in a couple vlogs, I think, as well. So we're just going to catch up. Put the world to rights, probably. Have a good old moan, maybe. So that'll be nice. And also, if I've got any energy left, I might try and spend that Primark press voucher I got at the press day the other day. There's 50 quid on there, and I'm thinking I want to be sensible with what I buy. I was thinking buying practical things like hangers, because I thought hangers will help with my decluttering in terms of organisation and at least getting things off the floor, which will be a start. So we're in Oaxaca. Here she is. Bon appetit. Oh, these are good. Got a non-alcoholic mojito because it's a weekday, it's a Monday, and a water. Rock and roll, eh? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, I just recorded like 3 minutes of chat and it's not come out. This keeps happening with this camera. It keeps saying lost data or something. Do you want to recover? And I'll press yes, and then it doesn't recover it. Ugh. So I'll go over what I already told you guys. So I'm back from London now. So what did I do? So first up, went to Instagram and Facebook HQ. Unfortunately, the Facebook lady couldn't make the meeting, so it ended up being very much focused on Instagram. And basically from us, they wanted us to say, you know, what we think the platform's lacking and what we think could be improved about it in the coming months. And also as an opportunity for us to ask questions about things, you know, that we're struggling with, or like things that bloggers talk about. For instance, like a lot of bloggers and Instagrammers talk about the shadow ban thing, which is this theory that if you use certain hashtags, that Instagram makes you less visible on the platform. Unless you're in the blogging world, you might not have heard of it. But anyway, so I talked to them about that, and they said that they kind of almost laugh about that because they see the chat that's going on, but that's a complete myth. It's something that obviously one blogger came up with as a theory that seemed to be an explanation to why they weren't visible in the Explorer or in that hashtag, and then it's just gone like Chinese whispers throughout the whole thing. And it's not a thing. They almost laughed about shadow ban as if it was like a mythical creature, which is quite interesting. And there's a lot of things that me and other bloggers talk about in our WhatsApp groups and stuff that turn out to be just us coming up with theories ourselves, and it turns out they're not true. So that was, yeah, made me feel a bit silly, but it's also funny how, you know, the industry works and how chat works, and also how we're so desperate to work out why we aren't growing and why things aren't going our way that we'll come up with these theories and just, you know, rely on them to be true, even though there's no actual fact or proof that that's the case. So anyway, we weren't allowed to ask about the algorithm because obviously the algorithm is what we've all been talking about the last year and why all of our accounts have been affected, but they haven't done enough research into it and how it affects our accounts specifically to answer all the questions that we might have. So they said wait, and come late December or January, come back and we'll talk about the algorithm a bit more and they'll be able to answer our questions accurately, because she said right now I could try and answer them, but it might not be 100% true, and she'd rather be honest. It's quite interesting hearing about the mission statement from Instagram, and obviously me and one of the other bloggers, because there are some more Facebook orientated people and video content people, but me and the other blogger, we're talking about how we're very much wanting a nice aesthetic on our feed for it to look pleasing, and they said that really wasn't what they wanted for Instagram. That was the intention of Instagram, and they really wanted it to be more about that instantaneous thing, about just posting little snippets from your life, like little windows into our daily life that aren't necessarily picture perfect or planned or manipulated or choreographed or edited. They didn't want it to be this like just like the highlights reel. They really wanted it to be more real. So this was never their goal, and so I think with every move they make, they're trying to get it back to that and enhance that. Anyway, enough of this chat because it's not interesting to all of you. They gave us all a hoodie, and I've got one spare that they gave me, which I'll do a giveaway. I don't know how I'll do the giveaway yet, but I will. They also gave me a tote bag. So while I was up there, I also went into Primark because I obviously got that press voucher at the press day the other day, but I don't need more clutter in my life, do I, guys? You know that. So I thought I'd be sensible, and I bought things like hangers because I figured this will really help me in my pursuit of being organised and decluttering my room and all that sort of stuff. It will just be mentally good for me to have everything clearly laid out and on nice pretty hangers. And then I went for Oaxaca with Anastasia, and it's always a positive experience when we get together. Well, I think, I hope she does too, but I feel like we can moan to each other, but it doesn't feel like a negative moan. It feels quite a cathartic moan, and it's not like a bitchy moan or like woe is me moan. It's more about getting it out of our system and then thinking more positively about how we're feeling, or just thinking, it's more like rationalising how we feel about certain things. I don't know, I enjoy it, is what I'm saying. And sometimes, Anna, I know you have little binges when you're having a really dull day on my channel. So if you're watching, love you, see you soon. Now I'm gonna get going on some decluttering while I'm in the mood and in the zone. Yeah. Oh. Oh God. Sorry. So it's Tuesday. We're up reasonably early. Si's got the day off work, and we're gonna meet up with Ben Jolliffe. Yeah. So he's coming to us here in Surrey, and then we're gonna take him for one of our legendary Surrey walks. I think we're going to take him to Sheer today because it's not too long a walk, but there's a nice pub there and there's enough time for the boys to come back for the Champions League game, which obviously is high on the agenda. So that should be nice. My mum's like, oh, try and say hi, get him in the house. Just waiting for Si to preen, and then we've got to go to the post office. I've got to send some Depop off, and then yeah, good to go and get outside and get some fresh air again. Jeremy Kyle is killing my vibe. I don't watch Jeremy Kyle, but he's on before this morning, so sometimes I get, you know, the last 5 minutes, and of course I get into it. So just in case people think YouTubers are rolling in money, well, some of them are, let's be honest, but I have £36 in my account. My train ticket to London that I have to do tomorrow costs £21, so yeah, great. Right, so we're in Sheer and we have a surprise guest. Look at this!
Hello guys.
Ed in the background.
I'm very happy to be here. I've missed Soph. It's been ages, isn't it?
Bloody 2 years.
Over 2 years, and no better way than to come to the English countryside, have a lovely walk.
Yes.
With my two favourite people.
And get attacked by bracken currently.
Yeah.
Oh dear, but we're going for a pub lunch, aren't we?
Oh, miss a good pub, a nice pie and mash or
Oh,
something.
lovely.
Fish and chips.
Look at Si, the reject at the back. Not invited. Right.
Irate.
And being an absolute tourist here.
Hello.
I got a telephone box, guys. Come on, man. This is awesome. Right?
Oh God.
The cable's not quite long enough. Can you tell me?
Yeah, we can see it. I might slow-mo this if you do it really well, Ben.
All right.
Go.
There we go. It's already slow-mo.
Ooh. Oh, it's more dollops, isn't it?
Damn it.
Not very sexy, is it?
No.
Definitely not Nigella, is it?
Dollop it on.
Dollop, and this is mine. What have you got there, Si?
Oh, I'm hot.
Oh, find out later.
Good.
Put a caption up.
He's up there. Sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding.
Is he coming? Is he like, give it up, Si, give it up?
It's hard to treat them like a dog.
Whooshish. They like polos. If we had polos. Yeah.
All Mentos. I destroyed them the other day.
Found them. I bet they all gone, you know?
What is that laugh? Memento.
Come on, I've been holding this out for ages.
Oh,
Come
look how
on.
delicious this looks.
Yum. Shall I start eating it myself?
Oh, he's coming. Oh. He's like, it really wasn't worth the walk for that. Come on. Thanks, Si. In my face. You don't want to know what these boys are talking about right now.
Nonsense. Pudding related bun.
Pudding related arseholes.
Sheep.
Sheep.
How do you call a sheep?
Bah! Meh. Meh. Meh.
Come here.
That's actually making them leave.
Yeah, we're doing the worst job.
Good boys.
At least look at us so we can. Basically, the bun's not going to look great.
Good boys.
Dirty butt.
This Carnaby Street pop-up is taking broken strings from stars like these and turning them into keepsakes for fans. Katie Tunstall was one of the first musicians to sign up, helping to design all of the pieces made from her strings.
This one is one of my favourites.
Donated by more than 100 different musicians. When each piece of jewellery is sold, 90% of the profits go to a charity chosen by the artist. People emailing about saying if you ever get a string from them, I would love it.
Yeah, the two big ones that come up in a lot of conversations are Jimmy Page and Slash. So we're currently talking to their management at the moment, so hopefully we'll have them on board soon.
So I'm always working on kind of secret creative products, and actually I was the person that did the mood board to send to Katie Tunstall regarding the designs for her guitarist jewellery. I just looked at her style history, what she wears in photo shoots, what she wears on stage and that sort of thing, and put together some ideas that I then sent over to Emma, who you saw on there, the jewellery designer, and she created a few designs for Katie to look at and pick. So it's a real honour to be a little tiny part of that wonderful business that is doing something really cool to create money for charity. So if you haven't checked them out already, make sure you check them out. Morning guys, I'm feeling surprisingly chipper considering the night I've had. I was awake from 1:47, and I remember because I looked at my phone and it was 1:47 until at least 5 something. I was doing all sorts of weird things during that time when I was awake, just because I didn't want to think and I just couldn't get to sleep. I was Googling Sarah Michelle Gellar and then started stalking her Instagram. What else did I? Then I got onto celebrity hair loss and was looking at the hairlines of various blonde celebrities like Diane Kruger. What else did I? You know just how you go off on weird tangents when you're on the internet. I don't know why I needed to know about female hair pattern baldness in the middle of the night. Anyway, that's where my brain went. So this morning, feeling pretty tired, but I thought just get up, because I thought if I try and lie in, maybe I'll feel worse. So I've done a meditation. I did the breathing and body meditation today, which is an 8-minute one. So I feel like that's a good way to start the day. And I've had some cereal that Ben brought back from LA, some of Asai's favourite cereal. It's like a very special Cocoa Pop, like the best Cocoa Pops you've ever tasted. I've got another apple cider vinegar and honey combo because my bladder or kidney is still not right. I'm still peeing non-stop. There's no burning, it's not like going and there's nothing there. There's always stuff coming out. I mean stuff, that'd be weird, yeah. Washing machine coming out of my bladder. But yeah, something's not right. I've got screening tonight. I might do some decluttering today, you know. Right, so I'm back in Doom to try and tackle something. I'm going to concentrate on this today, just organising that, because that used to be organised. That was my area that I'd actually done, and somehow it's managed to end up like this again. So I'm starting to divide my trousers up into different categories, so like stripies, these sorts of like super comfy crop trousers, and then jeans there. So I don't know whether this room's so rank that this is decomposed, but anyway, this bag is completely broken and all these random socks are inside, so I need to collate them, put them with the other bag of socks, which is over there. It's never ending. Right, I've cleared one of these out and I think I'm going to keep my hats in this drawer. So that's the next job. I actually don't know how to film these videos. It's so hard. I think I'm just going to show you it at the end. Right, we're getting somewhere, guys. So here, miscellaneous denim. Behind, white and cream denim. Here is all like mum jeans, slightly baggier jeans, and basically the stuff I wear now. Here is other trousers, generally wide leg or comfy. Here, skinny jeans that I don't really wear much. Here, any checked or striped. And here, like these, the soft comfies. Floor is looking a lot clearer. I can actually close this cupboard door, I think. Almost. I know it doesn't look great still, but that is a lot of improvement. Trust me, please. Really. Honest. Right, so all my bikinis now fit neatly in this bag and they're not strewn across my room, so that is good. The thing with all this decluttering, you always find something that kind of stops you in your tracks or makes you feel sad or brings back memories. It's not just about the process of cleaning, it's definitely about going through old emotions, old moments in your life, experiences and things like that. Like I've just come across these photos. This is my friend Ben, who we lost a few years ago to cancer. Yeah, it's all I have kind of to remember him by, really, apart from my memories. Because back in those days, these are pictures from school. So you just had disposable cameras back then. You didn't record everything on your phone or record everything you know, digitally or anything, and obviously not the best picture of either of us. I've got very happy memories of Ben though. When I used to be tired and I'd be on a free period in sixth form, he would give me a foot rub, which at the time people thought was weird, but it was nice. We had a nice little friendship. Anyway, I hope he's okay. I think I can probably throw these old things of rock out. I don't even know where I got these. Mind boggles. If you don't want. So I'm off to London now. It's just a screening, not a premiere. So I've got some faux leather trousers on, some animal print boots, just like a cashmere jumper and a fluffy white coat. Nothing fancy. And Si's just come back from work and doesn't want to be on camera. I can't blame him. It's his time to have like game time, lad time now while I'm out, which will be nice for him. No. Oh God, it doesn't want to focus on my face. That says it all, doesn't it? Oh dear. Decided to pop by the guitarist pop-up shop. Here's Ian, who's the man behind it all. I'm just going to show you around what they're selling here and what they're doing. It's my first time here as well, so it's kind of a new experience for me too. But it's doing very well, isn't it, Ian?
It is. It's going very, very well. I'm very happy.
And he was on the news yesterday, ITV News. Famous. Right, so we got some guitar strings from the darkness here. We've got the Cate Tunstall ones here. So here we have some strings donated by Jack from Marmosettes. Here we've got Chrissy Hine of the Pretenders. There she is. And Alvin Lee. Oh, that's a nice picture. Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just good. How's it going? All right, it's Emma. That's Farah, she doesn't want to be on camera, but she came with me to see the film. So we just come out now. It's a very sweet film. Got all the feels, feeling a bit emotional. Everything that can pull on the heartstrings happened, really. Definitely a great film for kids to watch, to learn a lot of life lessons and how to treat people and stuff like that. God bless you. Oh. Morning, it's Thursday. It's taken me a while to get going this morning. I went to have a bath and I had a real freak out because I thought I'd gone into the bath with my clothes on. I obviously hadn't, but what's that about? I was like, ah! Like I could feel like my bra still on, like phantom bra. It's very odd, but all was fine in the world and I was naked. Si's just had a go at me for leaving my stuff in the bathroom after my bath, but I'm like, you always leave. Like I can hear him shaving now. There's going to be hair everywhere and he'll leave it there. And that's alright. Hypocrite comes to mind. But anyway, you've got to choose your battles, haven't you? People in relationships will know. There's some worth fighting for and some you just got to let go. It doesn't matter. Zen. I wanted to come in this room today to just remind myself of the good work I did yesterday. And it looks even better on a sunny day. Look, I'm going to show you. Look at all this space now. Look. Ooh, I can dance on the rug now. Ooh, yeah. I don't shave my legs, so don't look at that too. Don't zoom in, please. So I've got to keep up the good work on this. I've got to keep at it because we've still got a long way to go, but things are definitely more organised. So we're going into Kingston in a bit because it's Black Friday sales. Si wants to get his coat during that time so we can save some money. And we think we found one online in H&M that will fit the bill. So I can't buy anything because I think I've now got £27 left in my account. So I'm literally counting out any loose change that I find in handbags, in coat pockets and around the bedroom to get me through the end of the week till someone decides to pay up. I've got 3 invoices that haven't paid and they're all late. One of them from June, one of them from September, another one from October I think. Anyway, all late, not good enough. I love you H&M, but really? Actually I should probably be wearing this, but really? outside's trying to find a mirror. It's harder than you think. Could I try and sneak up and sign her? Oh, damn it, I was going to surprise you.
Hey?
Foiled. I just wanted to scare you.
That's why you wanna be there. Feeds you tea and oranges. You come all the way from China. And just you're about to tell that you have no love to give.
So this gin drink has got a smoked ice cube.
Oh yeah, how is that?
Smoked
Oh yeah? Suck it.
So before I wrap up this weekly vlog, I just thought I'd fill you in on, oh, I just spat everywhere. Just thought I'd fill you in on what happened last night. So I just wanted to be a bit normal because I don't often socialise like in London with friends. I usually have to opt out because I'm not up to it. So when we had dinner, I was like, when they were ordering, like I think Fraser said, I'll have the kumquat mojito, and I heard mojito and I thought, I love mojitos, or used to love mojitos, so I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to try and have a mojito. And I had it, and for a while I felt just that nice, slightly tipsy, just relaxed feeling. But then fast forward a little while, basically on the way home back to Waterloo, I nearly had an accident, shall we say. It was really touch and go whether I was going to make it to the toilets at Waterloo in time. So stressful, so uncomfortable, so just remind me why it's not really worth the risk and why I have to avoid alcohol. Because I hadn't had the warning signs I usually have, where I usually get a rash or something like that. I thought it was going to be fine, but no, I was not okay. Anyway, on that lovely note of nearly crapping myself, thanks for watching this weekly vlog. I'm going to put a few links in the description box with some shout outs to people, so please check them. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. You've made it to the end. You're all winners to me anyway, and lots of love.